Today we will examine a hypothetical but increasingly discussed internet theory involving the Trump family, the government of Saudi Arabia, and the video game publisher Electronic Arts. More specifically, we will explore the possibility that a future acquisition of Electronic Arts might occur for a surprisingly personal reason: access to unlimited copies of The Sims 4. This theory proposes that the game could allow powerful individuals to simulate a version of life that is significantly easier to control than the real one. Researchers describe this as aspirational sandbox governance. The Sims 4 is a life simulation game where players create digital people, known as Sims, and guide their lives. Players can build houses, choose careers, form relationships, manage daily routines. They can also remove ladders from swimming pools. This feature has been part of the franchise for decades and continues to concern digital ethics researchers. For most players, The Sims provides a relaxing escape from real-world complexity. However, analysts suggest the game may be particularly attractive to extremely wealthy individuals. In the game, zoning regulations are minimal. Construction happens instantly. Public opinion does not exist unless you install a mod. Economists describe this as a frictionless decision environment. This environment can be appealing to anyone accustomed to controlling large systems, or anyone who has ever waited for a building permit. The Internet theory proposes a fictional scenario in which Saudi Arabia and members of the Trump family collaborate to acquire Electronic Arts. Not for traditional business reasons, but for full creative control over the Sims. This would allow them to simulate perfect real estate empires, flawless political campaigns, large houses with exactly the correct number of gold objects. Financial analysts refer to this concept as extreme sandbox management. Inside The Sims, success is extremely measurable. For example, a Sim becomes rich by simply going to work repeatedly. Promotion is achieved through skill development, punctuality, occasionally talking to coworkers. Labor economists confirm this system is dramatically simpler than real-world career advancement. According to the theory, powerful players might create digital households representing idealized versions of their lives. These simulated families could enjoy unlimited property expansion, perfectly loyal friends, swimming pools that never require maintenance. Urban planners note that in The Sims, traffic jams are impossible because cars disappear. Many city governments have expressed interest in this technology. The Sims is also known for its powerful building tools. Players can design mansions instantly. Walls can be placed or removed with a single click. Interior designers note that this process is far faster than working with contractors. Contractors note that this is extremely unfair. Political scientists have studied The Sims as a simplified model of social interaction. In the game, public approval can be improved through friendly conversation, jokes, cooking grilled cheese. This approach has not yet been successfully implemented in real elections. However, some consultants remain optimistic. Saudi Arabia has recently invested heavily in the gaming industry. Large-scale investments in studios and publishers have been part of broader entertainment initiatives. Some analysts suggest this reflects long-term economic diversification. Others believe someone in the royal family simply enjoys video games. Both explanations are considered plausible. If members of the Trump family were to participate in such a scenario, observers suggest their Sims gameplay style might focus on several priorities. Extremely large houses. Visible luxury objects. Frequent mirror interactions. Behavioral researchers note that Sims who look at mirrors repeatedly often develop high self-confidence. Or they become comedians. The game does not always distinguish between the two. Owning electronic arts would provide additional advantages beyond Sims gameplay. For example, the owners could remove loading screens, install unlimited expansion packs, create official, very large mansion presets. Game developers describe this as executive-level cheat codes. Critics of the theory raise ethical concerns. If extremely powerful individuals controlled the Sims entirely, they could potentially reshape the simulation in unusual ways. Possible features might include instant wealth generation, mandatory admiration interactions, the removal of negative moodlets. Psychologists warn that a life without negative moodlets may reduce narrative tension and possibly eliminate half of human storytelling. Ultimately, the theory raises a deeper philosophical question. Why do people enjoy simulation games? Researchers suggest it may be because simulations allow us to experiment with different versions of life. In these worlds, mistakes can be undone. Careers can restart. Pools can be redesigned. And ladders can be replaced if necessary. Whether or not anyone actually attempts to buy electronic arts for Sims-related reasons remains uncertain. However, the theory highlights something interesting about human behavior. No matter how powerful someone becomes, there is always the temptation to open a life simulator and try again. Preferably with unlimited money and slightly better furniture. For now, Electronic Arts continues to operate normally. And The Sims 4 remains available to anyone who wants to build a dream life. Even if that life includes 30 identical bathrooms, a rocket ship in the backyard, and a pool with very questionable ladder placement.